Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Stamp collecting is fun, and this is Peter reporting for duty to do a quick video on a little book that I bought when I returned to stamps probably a year ago. And what I decided to do was to do an A to Z of all the countries in the world in order from the very first stamps that I'd received through the arts and crafts box. Now, this is no way this complete. I mean, it is in some sort of alphabetical order. And what I did was I bought those little. Can I get this out, for example? So you get these little places where you can store your stamps nice and safely. Now, of course, pulling them out doesn't help. So we're starting with Algeria, which was a French colony back in the day. It is independent now, I believe. Still very French influence. This would be during French influence, or part of the French colony of France. And it's very nice. It's a 25 cent. It says Algeria Post in the French language. It's got RF, so Republic of France all over that stamp. We next go to Argentina, and this is a Buenos Aires cancelled stamp. We have this figure. It's a very common stamp, and this character is in everybody's collection. It's a 10 pesos, and it's a nice carmine or a red, maybe. We move on to Australia, which at one time all the different states of Aussie had their own stamps, and then there was a gathering of them all. This is a 3D. Good Queen Bess, the second, and the Crown is on the stamp. Cancelled, as is this. Yeah, I think the Crown there talks of British territory, or British colony, maybe. I don't think we can use the word colony for Aussie, but probably a British territory. We next go to Aden. Again, the Crown is there and the Queen is there. 10 cents, Aden, camels. And you can imagine the end of the end of the British Empire really was the Aden affair. Back in the 1959, 60, 61, something like that. We next go to Austria. So I picked the oldest one I could. I think I did with most of these stamps. I didn't want to have any sort of modern stamps. I wanted them to be old. But again, all arts and crafts. So Österreich is there. 300 Kronen, Vienna cancel. It says VN 22, so that will give the area of Vienna. We then go to Belgium, a nice coat of arms type stamp. No figures here. There's a sleeping lion, a lion rampant. 2 centimes, probably. We next go to Bermuda, and we have a nice pink stamp, a 1 penny. Bermuda, ship sailing. Yeah, it's quite a. I'll leave it be. That's quite nice and quite old, maybe. June the 1st. Yeah, I'm not sure. Here we have Brazil, so one of those classic square stamp-shaped stamps. 100 rice, Correios, Brazil, orange. Next we go to, that was Brazil, so what have we got here? Bulgaria, by the look of it. I can't translate any of the words here. I know there's a figure 3 there, and there's also a building. That's all I know. Canada, the old king is there, 4 cents. George VI in uniform. Probably a wartime stamp. Czechoslovensko. So it's not Czechoslovakia, it's Czechoslovensko. And this is Pernstein Castle, which looks imposing, doesn't it? It's a 30 stamp, and yeah, it's in green. Here we've got Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka, but I wanted to keep with this as old as possible. Nice flora. 35, I'm not sure what's, but whatever they are. This also, I would suspect, is post-independence, but I can't be sure of that. Next we go to Chile. Nice white moustached man, 20 centavos, probably 1930s. Looks a bit 30ish there, doesn't it? Yeah, we move swiftly on to Colombia. Flora again, some growing stuff. And 20, South Americans are usually centavos. Not sure of the date. All the place. Cuba, pretty modern, I would say. Havana Council, half a council anyway. Denmark, and extremely common. We've all seen those. Aura, 10. Here we've got Bundesdeutsches Post, or Deutsche Bundespost. So, 50s, early 60s, West Germany. Egypt, at war by the look of it. Tommy with his helmet on and bayonets are fixed. Quite an interesting stamp, and here it says, and I can't see, Suomi, which is Finland, 2.5, lion rampant, coat of arms. France, the sower. A classic, probably one of the, in my opinion, one of the most recognisable and classic stamps that speaks for a nation, maybe. Here we've got the Gold Coast. George V, this would be. So fairly old. Gold Coast, so here we're looking at Greece and an overprint. Apponia. Greece is there, cross, so there's something going on there with an overprint. Greenland. I don't have many of Greenland, if any, and the one I have got is here. Looks to be someone in uniform, could probably be the King of Denmark. Next we've got... Yes, Hungary, of course. Magyar, so H. Not a stamp that I've got a lot of. I do have a lot of stamps that tend to be the same around Hungary, but not that. Netherlands, one of the Queen's heads, very common. That was, where was that? Netherlands, so Holland. Here we have Hawaii. So this is the old King of Hawaii. Quite an interesting stamp, and an unusual stamp, I would say. I'm not saying it's particularly valuable, but not many of them around. India, many of these around. Iran, here we have the old Shah of Iran as a young man, subsequently replaced by Ayatollah Khomeini. His son is still the Shah in exile. That was Iran, and this is Iraq. Young person, possibly heir apparent. Israel, coin, Israeli language, yeah, Hebrew. Italia, yes, what that is, Yugoslavia, I believe I've put that down as. Japan, very classic, red hot, isn't it? It's hot and it's fiery and it's really nice. This is what Japan, so this would be... I'm struggling a little bit here, so I'll move quickly on to Luxembourg. Again, it looks a bit like it could be an overprint, but I may be wrong with that 30. It may be incorporated with this. It is the Duchy of Luxembourg, so hence the Duce there. Malaya, Malta, Maltese cross, 4p. They had a vote once to be part of the British Isles, would you believe, even though geographically away, and they turned that down and independence came. Mauritius, 5 cents. Mexico, Aztec figure building. Monaco, a 1 cent postage. So we're sort of getting to the last page now. So though there are a lot, not all by any means. Mozambique, or Mocambique, which is a Portuguese-influenced island, huge. Nigeria, looks like a 1985, doesn't it? Norga, very common. New Zealand, I went as old as I could. 2p. Yeah. Palestine, the dome. The Philippines, pesos. Occupied by Japan in the Second World War, liberated by the United States, is independent now. I think the last of the American bases have gone. Maybe, maybe not. Portugal, love these. They always hark back to the olden days, the Knights, the Crusades and that sort of thing, Christians. Romania, I haven't got that in my other Romania collections, so I think I've gone as old as I can with that. Rhodesia and Nyasaland, South Africa, very common. Southern Rhodesia, España, so the old king. So before Franco there was him. Santa Lucia, St. Vincent, so a lot of the islands. Sveriga, Sweden. Era, South Island, Southern Ireland, I should say. Helvetia, which is Switzerland, common. Turkey. No, I'm umming again. I don't know. And Bangladesh, so that goes all the way back to B. And we all went back again. So that is it. I've still got a lot more to do. I need to buy more of these blocks, really, to start restamping, putting in and organising them. I hope you're having a great day. My sinuses are bad, can hardly breathe. I'd just like to say goodbye from me and goodbye from him. Goodbye.